What up, bro? I'm back, bro. I'm back. It's your boy Spook 101. I'm back. Let's watch some cop videos, you feel me?
Mr. Yu, can you hear me?
These are cases where police officers fall into deadly traps set by criminals, beginning with the ruthless criminal who lured cops to his home only to ambush them.
Who's all in the house? Me.
At 2 a.m. on February 11th, 2022, Phoenix police officers rushed to the home of 36-year-old Morris Richard Jones III after he reported that armed intruders had broken in and shot his wife.
Phoenix 911, where is your emergency?
It's a gunshot wound.
There's a gunshot wound.
Where?
We got an intruder.
We had an intruder.
Baby, wake up. It's a gunshot wound. We had an intruder.
I got that. Can I talk to one person who got shot?
My wife.
Who?
They came in here trying to rob us. They came in here and robbed us.
The officers quickly reached the residence, ready to intervene and save Richard's dying wife, not realizing they were heading into a trap.
So it's the intruder. Okay, I don't know what's going on.
Come on. Come on. You sucking on our own blood. Come on, bro. Come on. Who's all in the house?
Huh?
Who's all in the house?
It's me.
Who's you?
Why are you hitting the lick on a cop? What the fuck? He hitting a lick on a cop.
I've been shot. Die.
Richard opened fire on the officers, with the one at the front taking the brunt of the attack, suffering multiple gunshots to the chest before managing to escape. The other officers were also hit, forcing them to retreat, call for backup, and secure the building's perimeter. Meanwhile, Richard barricaded himself inside the house along with his wife, whom we later learned he had shot, and remained inside after a prolonged...
So he the intruder. I'm just trying to see what the point was calling the cops, just so you can hear the lick on a cop.
standoff. Richard's brother, who was also inside the house, emerged carrying the couple's infant and surrendered to the police. As officers rushed to rescue the infant, whom the brother had placed on the front porch, Richard struck once again.
Hey, come with me. Baby. Door. I got the baby.
Let's talk salary.
Great. What do you typically offer for this role?
It's competitive.
And if it was a number, it would be...
If you need a job, go to Indeed.
Several other officers were shot, and others were injured by shrapnel during the rescue attempt. Eventually, SWAT officers arrived with advanced equipment to try and save the baby.
I need it. Here, come here, baby. Come here, baby. Go.
Shortly after, SWAT officers breached the home and found the suspect dead on the floor from what was later determined to be self-inflicted gunshot wounds. They also discovered the body of his wife, 29-year-old Shatifa Lobley, whom he had shot. In total, 9 officers were injured during the encounter, with the first responding officer suffering the most severe wounds. However, all the officers survived. In the next case, the
And he ain't even killed nobody.
suspect, acting like a deranged individual, attempted to blow up the officers who arrived at his home.
James, stay away from your front door.
On December 4th, 2023, an Arlington
He's
police
dead.
officer on patrol rushed to a residence after hearing what sounded like gunfire. Upon arriving at the apartment, he chose not to enter after neighbors warned him that the homeowner was a reclusive conspiracy theorist who believed the U.S. government was targeting him with spies. The officer later determined that the sounds he had heard were flares fired by the suspect, who had barricaded himself inside. Recognizing the unstable behavior of the homeowner, 56-year-old James Yu, the officer immediately called for backup.
Arlington County Police! Stop shooting the flares! Mr. Yu, can you hear me? Mr. Yu!
The suspect continued firing flares for hours into the night, prompting officers to evacuate nearby residents while still opting not to enter the home. Eventually, SWAT officers brought in an armored vehicle to breach the door, as none of the officers were willing to enter blindly, unsure of what kind of ambush might await them.
James, Arlington Police, come to the front door with your hands up. Do it now. We have your building surrounded. We are not leaving. Come to the door now with your hands up. James, this is the Arlington Police Department. We need you to move away from your front door. James, stay away from your front door. Stay away from your front door.
As the armored vehicle breached the front door, James opened fire, but no officers were hit as they remained inside the vehicle, while
Where the fuck he shooting from?
others maintained a safe distance. Unable to reach or communicate with James after breaching the door, the officers proceeded to break through the windows, unaware of the evil plans James had planned for them.
That nigga James had a bomb waiting for their ass. Oh shit.
James had retreated to his basement and ignited kegs of gasoline, triggering a massive explosion. The officers attempting to breach the windows were fortunate to be inside a heavily armored vehicle, as the outcome could have been drastically different. Here are various other angles of the explosion. Fortunately, all officers not inside the armored truck were far enough from the explosion to avoid severe harm, though several sustained non-life-threatening injuries. The incident ultimately became a body recovery mission for James, who was caught in his own explosion. The next case was...
What the fuck was he expecting? I don't...
utterly insane, with the suspect relentlessly setting trap after trap for the unsuspecting police officers.
Damn! He's shooting that motherfucker.
On March 29th, 2024, a Sparks police officer in Nevada pulled over 34-year-old Anthony Wade, who was driving a Ford truck without license plates, unaware that he was walking into a trap.
Shots fired! Shots fired! Let's go westbound, eastbound! I'm shot. It's just 1050.
Wade opened fire on the officer, who narrowly escaped injury by sheer luck, as a bullet grazed his neck and head, while his vest stopped another. Wade fled in his vehicle, but crashed shortly afterward, then ran on foot, triggering a police lockdown of the entire neighborhood. Soon after, dispatch received calls from a homeowner, reporting that the suspect had broken into her house, prompting the rapid deployment of numerous armed officers to the scene.
He was on the backyard and came inside.
Where is he?
I think he went to the other house.
Hey, just cover me just in case the guy might be in there. Show me your hands. Sparks police. Put your hands up. Stop. That doesn't look like anyone's in there. Alright, so we have a critical incident that's going on. It's kind of dangerous right now. Did anyone jump inside your yard or backyard? Where are you headed to? Okay. What I need you to do, can you go inside your house and shelter in place? Let's get this family out of here.
Unknowingly to the officers, Wade was hiding in the back seat of a car, holding the homeowner hostage. He had intended for her to drive him out of the neighborhood, but when that was no longer an option, he forced her back into the house. Before officers could piece everything together and return to search the residence, being the closest to the one he had previously broken into, Wade was already lying in wait, this time with more traps prepared.
Well, sweet.
iShares offers access to more investment opportunities through ETFs.
Get her up! Come on! Get her up! Hey, stand up. Are you hurt? Get her up! Get her up! Get her up! I got you.
One of the officers immediately dragged the hostage to safety, while several brave officers stayed behind to confront Wade.
No, he's in back away. He's shooting me.
It's too much.
Get the fuck out of there!
One of the officers was shot, but his vest stopped the bullet, while another narrowly survived after a bullet struck his hearing protection. However, the ordeal didn't end there. The suspect managed to escape once again, this time caught on a police drone as he jumped a fence into another property, prompting officers to quickly rescue the woman inside. Wade then barricaded himself in the home, refusing to surrender despite hours of failed negotiations. When SWAT officers finally breached the house, they found no sign of him, but as they moved toward the garage, they were walking straight into another trap.
Where are we? Are we in a kitchen? What the fuck? This is a junky ass kitchen. Or whatever it is. It looked like the garage or something. I don't know.
The officers retreated once again as Wade opened fire on them. After 2 hours of attempting to make verbal contact without a response, they advanced toward the garage once more, where they discovered Wade lying dead. An autopsy later confirmed that he had died from gunshot wounds. In the next case, an innocent police officer and father of 3 paid the ultimate price when he fell into a trap set by an evil criminal he was trying to rescue. On May 30th, 2024, Minneapolis officers responded to a building following reports of a gunshot and an active mass shooting. Upon arrival, the first officer encountered a man who appeared to have been shot. As the officer moved to assist him, something crazy happened.
512, look, we have at least 2 victims outside at the location bleeding. Who shot you? Who shot you? Are there victims inside?
Officer Jamal Mitchell, attempting to perform an act of goodwill by helping what he believed to be a victim, was fatally shot by the actual gunman who had been pretending to be injured.
Damn.
As eyewitnesses observed,
Fatally shot, bruh, by this pretending ass homeless nigga, bruh. Stay safe, bruh. And trust nobody, bruh. Even when you a cop, trust nobody.
the incident. It wasn't long before additional officers flooded the scene.
Where? Where's the guy shooting? That guy, come here. Yeah, go. What's up? He's out? Multiple shots being fired. Come on. Reload. Reload. Turn ahead. I got you. Stay around 22nd and 21st. They're shooting somewhere between the blocks. Copy. Stay away from 22nd and 21st and Blaze Billy shooting from that block. Get up, get up, get up, get up! We need handcuffs on him!
Other arriving officers managed to kill the gunman, 34-year-old Mustafa Mohammed, a career criminal who had fatally shot Officer Jamal Mitchell, a father of 3 who was soon to be married, in cold blood. The gunman also killed 1 other person and injured 4 additional victims during the incident. The next case was entirely different, as the officer fell into a trap set by her own colleague.
Carparts.com always delivers, and they carry quality parts. Now that's my speed.
You're about to learn how to buy cheap government-seized houses for up to 90% off market value mortgage-free.
On July 20th, 2020, 2 Cleveland police officers responded to a call about
Clean it out.
How do you clean this?
I don't know. I've been trying to clean it out for the last 2 days. Nothing's working. It's not that. It's usually the bottom, the like, you know, the thing that go on the ground, or the filter part.
About an individual standing in a boarding house bathroom with a firearm.
Here.
What number did you say he's in?
4. My door's open.
He's got a gun?
4. He's got a gun. He's got a gun. He's got a gun. He's in here. They're here.
Who are you talking to?
The fucking this man is they're going to the bathroom door. It's right here. Right. Get back! Get back! Hurry! Get up! Help! Shot fired! Hey, get in the car! Kill that! Shot fired! Shots fired! Shots fired! We need 911 right now. Kill that! Get in the car and take you to the hospital.
The male cop rookie officer, Bailey Gannon, inexperienced and untested, panicked upon spotting the gunman, even though the suspect wasn't firing at him. In a moment of fear, he ran, abandoning his partner, Officer Jennifer Killnap, and recklessly fired over his head, accidentally shooting her in the process. Killnap suffered severe injuries as she experienced nerve damage that caused chronic pain in her dominant arm and
friendly fire, bro.
wrist, preventing her from returning to duty due to both physical injuries and PTSD. Despite his actions, Gannon faced no disciplinary consequences. Instead, just 3 months after the shooting, he received an exceeding expectations rating in his annual performance review. This prompted Killnap to file a lawsuit against the police department, the city, and Gannon, whose father was later revealed to be a sergeant within the department. The next case was a traffic stop went wrong, as the suspect caught the officers completely off guard.
I seen this. Hold on. If you ain't seen this, you finna see this. Florida people crazy. And I'm from Florida.
On August 30th,
it looked like he had ARP shooting at the cops. But they really cops. The fuck are you shooting at the cop for?
2021, 2 Brevard County Sheriff deputies were conducting a traffic stop on a car containing 3 adult males and a 2-month-old baby. 2 of the men were outside the car during the stop, and as one of the deputies instructed the 3rd occupant to exit the vehicle, the sheriff deputies were in for a big surprise.
Yeah, I'll watch it for you. He's all right. I got babies. Oh, you got a dog too? Hell. I'll make sure they're all right. I got babies too, man. Huh? Okay. Shit! Shit!
Yeah, I got you. Just wait. Is most replayed for a reason. He dumped that kid.
The gunman, 38-year-old Paris Wilder, a career criminal with over 23 felony arrests, was pronounced dead at the scene, while the assaulted officer suffered significant lacerations and tissue damage to the head. In this case, a criminal lured the police to a location only to launch an attack on the responding officer. On February 3rd, 2025, at 2:38 p.m., Fairfax County Police responded to a suspicious event on Fair Lakes Parkway. A caller claimed to have killed 2 people. While investigating, a 16-year-old male suspect ran toward an officer and immediately assaulted him.
Who is this nigga in the shiesty running? Look at this nigga. No. Look at him. Look how he ran. And then he went at him with a knife. And that nigga said, oh no. Stab him.
You stuck? No. Give me your hand. You alright?
During the attack, the teen stabbed the officer in the upper body before being taken into custody. The officer, a 6-year veteran, was hospitalized with non-life-threatening injuries and later released. Investigators confirmed the suspect made the false 911 call. He remains in custody and charged with malicious wounding. In the next case, the cops couldn't believe their eyes when a suspect they had prior altercation with lured them back to his house, where
malicious wounding. That's attempted murder, I feel like.
He had set up traps in wait.
Shots fired, shots fired. More cars, send everyone.
On October 12, 2022, Connecticut police pursued Nicholas Brutcher after a bar fight led to his ejection from the establishment. Responding to calls from patrons, officers tracked Nicholas and his brother's truck, eventually conducting a traffic stop. A physical altercation ensued between Nicholas and the police, and he was ultimately released with a public disturbance ticket. However, Nicholas wasn't finished. Upon returning home, he dialed 911 and falsely reported an emergency to lure officers to his residence. Once they arrived, he donned camouflage attire, armed himself, and lay in wait at the side door for the approaching officers, and they were in for a big surprise.
Here, right now.
Play War Thunder now. Join millions of players across the globe in massive battles on tanks, air...
Shots fired!
Concealed in some bushes in front of his parents' house, Nicholas opened fire on the 3 arriving officers.
No, I was about to say that. I don't even know where he came from to shoot all them people.
He fatally shot 2 of them, while the third managed to escape with gunshot wounds to the leg. However, Nicholas's rampage did not end there. He continued to shoot at the 2 officers he had already gunned down.
Shots fired, shots fired. More cars, send everyone. Officer shot, officer shot.
The officer, fortunate not to have fallen alongside his colleagues, now had one critical duty: to stop the shooter. As Nicholas continued to fire at his presumably deceased victims at close range, determined to intervene, the officer performed something truly remarkable.
One down. Suspect down.
Nicholas's parents could only scream in horror as officers took down their son with a single, precise shot from 40 yards away, striking him at the base of the skull and killing him instantly. During his rampage, Nicholas had fired a total of 80 shots, 24 of which struck and killed the first officer, and 6 of which fatally wounded the second officer. The third officer, who fired the decisive shot that ended Nicholas's life, survived his own gunshot wound. If you enjoy videos like this, please like, subscribe, and watch this one.
Not like mine. That's all you gotta do.